welcome to this YouTube video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a short clip from my Get to Know Your Camera course. The reason I'm doing this is to A, give you a little bit of information that is provided in the course for free, but also to give you a little bit of a taste of what my courses are like, what it's like to work with me. If you do want more information on the course, the link is in the description, so make sure you go and check that out. And if you do have any questions, just drop them in the comments here for me. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to talk about is on your camera. It is the play mode. So somewhere on your camera, usually on the back of the camera, you will find a little button that looks a little bit like this. It has a play symbol on it. When you press that button, it will display the photos that you have taken. So this is where obviously you go to view your photos after you've taken them. Now, it has a few different ways to view the photos. So you can actually just use your navigation keys to toggle through the different photos. Usually the left and right arrow take you through the photos. You can also have different ways of actually looking at the photo. So you could have sort of a thumbnail with some information down the side. You could have just the image, or you might have an image with some details overlaid over the top of it. To change these different views, you might have to press the info or display button on your camera, or even the up and down arrows on your navigation. One of those buttons will help you to change through those different ways of viewing your image. Another thing I just want to touch on is the play menu. So somewhere inside your camera's menu will be a play menu. So again, you will probably have that play symbol to indicate that that is your play menu. You may have to access your play menu once you are in the play mode. So after you have pressed that play button so that you're viewing the photos, if you then press the menu button, that may be how you find your play menu. And most of the stuff in here you don't really need to worry about. So the things you really want to be thinking about here are how your information is displayed. So the playback information display, just go and make sure all of that is turned on for now. You can always come and turn some of those things off. So you might have things like highlights or histogram, those kind of things you want to have turned on. The highlights lets you know what part of your image is too bright. So often that is represented with a flashing. So if you're seeing parts of your image flashing, that means that they are too bright, they are overexposed. Also the histogram is really useful. We talked about this back in lesson 3. If you need to go back and refresh your mind on that, but it's really useful to check that histogram after you've taken a photo. Again, that helps you to check if you have a correct exposure. So some other things you might have are just information about how to quickly jump through your photos. So image jump, or you might have something similar there that you can change. Basically what one of your control wheels does whilst you're in the play mode, you can change it so maybe it jumps from, instead of just going one photo at a time, you can change it to jump 10 photos at a time. So if you're looking for an image, you can quickly go back through and find it. Then when you're in the play mode, you may also want to zoom in on your image. So your LCD screen is quite small on the back of your camera. So zooming in can help you to check the details of your photos, check that things are in focus, check the exposure of the certain areas of your photo. Now, if you have a touch screen, it's pretty simple. You just do that whole pinch and zoom thing. That will help you to zoom in and out. If you don't have a touch screen, you will probably have a button somewhere on the back of your camera marked with a magnifying glass. This is the button that you would use to zoom in on your picture. There's probably one to zoom in and one to zoom out. So often when you use the zoom out, you will actually get sort of thumbnails. So again, you can see multiple images at once, and then you can also zoom in to check the details. And once you have zoomed in, you can use the navigation buttons to move around your image and make sure you're checking the right part of the image that you want to. So as I've just previously mentioned, the play mode views. So depending on your camera, you might have a few different views, which I did speak about just a minute ago, but you might just have just the picture, or a picture with an overlay. So that's giving me the file number, some battery information, and then my exposure information and the file type that has been taken in down the bottom there. We'll get to file types a little bit later in this lesson. And then you have the more detailed view here. So we've got the thumbnail of the image, we've got the histogram, the time and date, what mode we were in when we took it, exposure information, white balance, all sorts of other information. You can actually scroll down, you'll see there's a little scroll bar there that can actually scroll down through even more information as well. So again, you just access them with the info or display button, or maybe the navigation buttons, once you are in your play mode. Okay, so that was the clip from my Get to Know Your Camera course. I hope that you found it useful. If you did, make sure you go and check out the full course. Again, the link is in the description for that. I will also be doing some more of these videos as well, so check out the playlist on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.